and welcome to the 8th video in my series of You Can Play This. The tune that I've chosen for this video is an anonymous piece titled To Westminster, found in the first Mathew Holmes Lute manuscript dated 1588 to 1595. There are 9 books in this collection that now rest in the Cambridge University Library. So there are a couple of reasons to why I've chosen this piece. The first is that it's a really pretty tune with lots of interesting moments as the piece develops. Secondly, to highlight these beautiful books, which are extensive and important, representing the music of the Elizabethan Golden Age. The complete collection dates from 1588 to 1621 and are a vital source of instrumental music of this genre. The first 4 books are dedicated to the English lute solo repertoire and contain pieces by well-known English lute composers such as John Dowland, John Johnson, Francis Pilkington, John Whitfield, Francis Cutting, just to name a few. It even contains fantasias by the great Francesco da Milano, whose legacy was still reverberating 30 years after his death. The lute tablature is copied by hand, and we know the scribe to be Mathew Holmes. Mathew Holmes has been identified by the academic Ian Harwood as a precentor and a singing man of Christ Church, Oxford, from 1588, then later moving to Westminster Abbey in London from 1597 until his death in 1621. The first 4 books are very exciting to us lute players, as they contain what I would call golden oldies. Here you will find The Lachrymæ, Kent's Jig, Good Night and Good Rest, Wilson's Wild. It's also a key source for primary editions of Dowland's works, containing over 40 of his lute solos in the first manuscript alone. We know that at some point Dowland even handled these books, and this evidence is in the second manuscript, where we find his signature authenticating his farewell fantasia. Why did Holmes collect this music? Many an academic has speculated on this. Diana Poulton, known for her detailed biography on Dowland, pondered, Holmes's purpose in compiling these books remains, however, something of a mystery. Had Holmes been making books for his pupils or as a professional copyist? Lyle Nordstrom, in his article The Cambridge Consort Books, written for the Journal of the Lute Society of America, 1972, suggested that possibly Holmes was a collector or even a professional copyist. He certainly had widespread access to music. Matthew Spring, in his amazing book The Lute in Britain, published more recently in 2001, has another take on Holmes. I believe that the collection contains so many personal touches, the prayers, legal documents, Dowland's signature, thus his music manuscript collection was both personal and for teaching. The books are a joy and worth acquiring. We are really fortunate that facsimile editions are easily available to us both digitally and in print. The Lute Society, here in UK, have a beautiful first book edition I would recommend. I've included a link to this in the description box below. So here it is. Don't forget to check out my top Luteweb tips after this. Here are a couple of top tips from Luteweb. Be careful to choose the right speed from the very start. The pulse needs to match that of the divisions later on, or you're going to get into a little bit of a tangle. Here's an example from one section of the divisions, bar 25. And here's the pulse from that section. And here's the first 4 bars of the piece played at that pulse. Be really careful with the last 4 bars of this piece, 45 to 48. It's really important that the bass line feels connected. I've thought a great deal about the fingering for this section. Check out my Luteweb copy. Let me know your thoughts. The original copy of this piece from the Mathew Holmes collection has no indications in terms of right hand articulation. My Luteweb copy helps to smooth the way for this in terms of the alternating thumb and index patterns, as it's not always obvious. And this is a great little piece to practice that technique. Don't forget, if you're a guitarist and you've enjoyed watching this video, you too can play this piece remembering to tune the 3rd string down a semitone to an F sharp. Put a cap on the 3rd fret and you'll be at the same pitch as my lute. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Happy lute playing.